The name is about Drop Staff Brave. So it started out with me spinning a staff. This is one of the kind of weird exercises that maybe people noticed, that started to spread some sort of gospel of some kind. And when I originally was given a staff by a friend, when he showed me how to do it, it was spinning it side to side with one hand, spinning it from hand to hand, and then flipping it up in the air and catching it. And the first two aspects I was good at. The third aspect, I kept dropping it. And, especially when you're doing that kind of thing, it draws attention, people see you, and if you drop it, you can feel a little self-conscious because it looks like you fail, and everybody's so, worried about, looking weak or failing or something these days. So the idea of the channel is to let the staff go, to not be afraid of dropping it, and pick it up and keep going.
It's putting one foot in front of the other. That's a way
Exactly.
of life, right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Keep spinning the staff, keep picking it up.
You know what? We keep going to sleep and waking up and putting one foot in front of the other to...
Day on day.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit old school. That's the way we were always taught, was that you're blessed because you woke up.
Yes.
And that you didn't, to wake up and be able to put one foot in front of the other and to have that breath to take.
Yes.
And you can't fear what's ahead of you. You have to keep putting one foot in front of the other because you never know what's going to happen.
Very
right?
true.
So it's just for me, for example, I deal with people with intellectual disabilities.
Oh, wow.
I deal with people who have addictions.
Okay.
I deal with mental health.
Yeah.
So it's but you know what? Yeah, you have all of these things, and I get it, and I understand that. But you're here, and you're now.
Right.
Think of the
you're
people
alive
that
in
are
this
not
moment.
here and now.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a gift.
Exactly. Every day is a gift. Every breath is a gift. Every step is a gift.
Yes. It is old school.
Well,
it's unfortunate that people have become, I don't know, ungrateful maybe? Distracted maybe?
I won't even...
You're not going to comment?
Yeah, I'm not going to make a comment on that.
Fair enough.
People are always going to be people, and it doesn't matter what you do or what you look like. People are always going to look at you, and there's always going to be the finger, whether it be the finger to point you out or the finger of blame.
Yes.
And I smile and keep going. I don't really pay much matter. That's why I wear a big headset. People usually don't bother with me. So I was surprised when you were standing there. I was like, okay, here we go. What are we doing?
Hello. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and finish your... What's that? Eating some fruit? Some strawberry? Great, thank you. What does it mean to be Canadian? Freedom. Okay. What other parts of Canadian identity would you identify? Are you Canadian?
I am.
You were born here? Okay. Anything else that you'd attribute?
That's a difficult one.
It is. It's kind of vague.
Are you videotaping this?
Yeah, it's right out there, so you know. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'm just going around asking Canadians about, Canadian identity and a few other questions.
I can be who I want to be, and I do not have to dress any differently than what I want to be.
Than you feel like dressing.
Yes.
Back to the freedom. Do you think that kind of freedom exists in other places? Or there's more pressure to be a certain way, look a certain way?
Yes, I do think in some countries there is.
Right, okay. Second question. Some people seem to recognize me a little bit around the neighborhood in the city. I had some neighbors gossip about me at a certain point, and I do some weird-looking exercises in the park just over on the other side of the hospital there. I'm trying to figure out what the gossip is, what people are talking about or pointing at or not wanting to talk to me about, but you haven't seen me anywhere before.
No.
Okay.
Let them talk. You know what? That's just the way people are.
It
and
is.
they're going to talk no matter what. And it's always going to be a pointing of a finger.
Right.
Right? We don't get to do whatever we want without people looking.
Right. That freedom. I like it. I try to live that way. That's what it causes people to gossip when you don't abide by certain standards, you know?
Correct.
I stand out in my neighborhood a bit, for example.
So stand out. Be you. Be who you want to be, my friend.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Like, don't need to be like anybody else. Be yourself.
Right on. Okay, last question. What happens after your last breath?
Freedom.
Freedom in this life and the next?
Well, whatever the next life is. If it's a life, if it's coming back as something, or you're just set free to freedom.
Evaporate back into the circle of existence?
Hey, it's different to everybody. I haven't experienced it, so
Yeah.
I would hope it's a bigger and better thing
Right.
than what we have today.
A better life or some heaven state or something like that? I mean, do you think about it much?
No, I don't fear it, but I don't think about it.
I think that's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Dwelling on it too much creates fear often.
Yes.
It's like the big question.
Yeah, you know what? It's the way of life, and it's what's going to happen. So you have to embrace it. It's the same thing like waking up every morning. I'm grateful that I wake up every morning, that I'm breathing, talking, and walking.
Some people say it's kind of like waking up from a dream that after that last breath.
But they say you have to experience it, and one who experiences and actually loses their life, how do we know?
We don't, I guess.
We don't. So it's presumption, correct?
That's true. A lot of speculation.
Speculation is another thing, absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, actually, one last question. What's your name?
My name is Tara.
Tara Rowan.
Hi, Rowan. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
You too.
Nice
So do you? Am I going to be able to see this on your YouTube
Yeah,
channel?
sure. If you want to just take the name of the channel down.
Sure.
It's been a great interview.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do what.
Even just take a note and you can search it on
Take
YouTube.
a note. I don't even know how to do that. So why don't you sit here and join me, and you can
Okay.
show me how to do that.
I will. Drop, staff, brave. The last, 5 videos most recently are interviews with people just like this, and before that, I generally talk about kind of spiritual matters and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was going through sick family, people passed away, so I want to see what people have to say about that big question. Because I've had a closeness with death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, in that kind of experience, in my understanding, as well as talking to a few other people, especially when you love someone, it changes you. Maybe makes you think about this question a little more. Or, in some cases, maybe it eases some fear about that possibility.
True.
Makes you more open. Well, I'm glad I found you.
Yeah. But I need to run because I have to walk all the way up there.
No problem. Was Tara?
Tara.
Rowan.
Rowan. I probably won't remember that, but
That's okay.
But
Well,
I have it written down, so I will check out your channel.
Thank you, Tara.
No problem.
Really lovely talking to you.
Be in the neighborhood and be who you are.
I will continue to do that. Keep picking up the staff.
Yeah. Like, people are always going to do it. It don't matter. Let them. Just be who you're going to be.
Absolutely.
Like, I usually sing at the top of my lungs.
Oh, nice. Me too.